Be careful when you see yourself as morally superior to everybody else. Be careful when you think that you're morally superior than everybody else. Because listen, it's a lot easier to fight for righteousness than it is to live righteously. It's a lot easier to fight for righteousness than to live righteously. Let me explain what I mean by that with an illustration. The Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus, there ready to go to the cross, praying, laboring. He's betrayed by Judas, right? Judas comes, he leads all of those that are going to arrest Jesus. And what does Peter do? He whips out a sword and he hacks off the ear of the servant of the high priest, a guy by the name of Malchus. Hacks his ear off, right? Now, what's going on with Peter? Well, he sees himself as morally superior to those that are coming. And he perceives, hey, what you're doing is wrong. It's sinful. You're taking a righteous man and you're seizing him unrighteously and you're going to kill him unrighteously. And all of that is true, and yet, what does Peter do with his actions? Well, it's easier for him to fight for righteousness, but he's absolutely unrighteous, than to live righteously. He's not living righteously in the moment by the action that he took, cutting off Malchus's ear. Now, consider this. The last miracle that Jesus performed on this earth before going to the cross was to fix the sinful mistake of Peter. Peter, all high and mighty, how dare you, acts out in a sinful way, hacks off Malchus's ear, and Jesus is like, as he's putting the guy's ear back on, put your sword away, Peter, right? Does the miracle by put Malchus's ear back on and healing him miraculously. John Calvin said this. He says, it was exceedingly thoughtless of Peter to try and prove his faith by the sword when he could not do so by his tongue.